Hi sisters, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh my god you guys, for today's video I am actually really excited and I just want to jump right in because today's video is literally one of the most requested comments from you guys probably ever in the history of this channel, and I think I know why too. Obviously you guys know I love to play with makeup, it is my hobby, and now thanks to all you sisters it is my job and I get to do it every single day, but I probably never would have fell into my love for makeup had it not stemmed from my love for art a few years ago. When I was younger I would come home from school every single day and spend hours and hours of my time drawing portraits with charcoal or pencils, sketching in my school notebooks or on my homework, drawing different paintings, scrapbooking, literally you name it, and I was definitely trying to be creative in some way, shape, or form. The tagline of my palette that is now released obviously is Unleash Your Inner Artist, which I feel like has definitely reflected in my makeup style as well. At this point, you name it, I've pretty much painted every single thing on my face at this point, everything from skeletons and 3D special effects for Halloween time, to rainbow acid dripping down my skin, to even the Aurora Borealis, literally smack dab right here on my forehead, and that brings me into today's brand new video. My love for art has definitely made a very large impact on my life, and somebody else that has an intense love for art is Bob Ross. If you do not know who Bob Ross is, he is an icon and a legend, RIP gone way too soon, but he truly changed the art industry because of the fact that he would go on TV for like 30-minute segments and create a beautiful landscape painting. But what was different about it is that he was actually taking the audience through the painting step by step, almost like a regular tutorial. If you really kind of think about it, Bob Ross was kind of like the first ever guru before being a guru even really existed, and he had an immense love and talent for painting, but to most everyday people, painting is very challenging, and he brought his knowledge and his skills on a public platform, which at the time was TV, and shared that with the world and helped people at home learn how to be better painters, just like I kind of do with makeup every single day. So for today's video, after literally thousands and thousands of you guys commenting asking for this, I thought I would finally give it a go and try following a Bob Ross painting tutorial on my face. Super quickly before we jump into the video, don't forget you guys, this is one of the last videos in my December Give Us Slays. Every single upload during the month of December to say thank you to you guys. I am giving away a Morphe X James Charles PR box, including the palette and the brush set, a Sisters Apparel Artistry logo hoodie, sold out everywhere, and a brand new 2018 MacBook Air. All you have to do to enter is make sure you're following me on all my social media platforms, including my Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. All of them will be right up here. Subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking that big red subscribe button down below and come join the sisterhood. And finally, thumbs up this video as well as all my other December uploads and leave a comment down below. All the official rules and regulations will be in the description box as well, so make sure you read all those for all the correct information and so I don't get sister sued. Good luck you guys, thank you again, and without further ado, let's jump into the video. Alright, so going through the Bob Ross YouTube channel, I really wanted to do something like very wintry because 'tis the season, and I found this one, which is called Bob Ross Reflections of Calm, Season 31, Episode 1, originally aired on February 22nd, 1994, literally before I was even born. So let's see what Bob's gonna have us paint today. Oh, so Mr. Ross. I was gonna say my lawyer is gonna need to talk to him, but this video was filmed over 20 years ago. The whole paintbrush idea, hello, my intro, Unleash Your Inner Artist, the entire campaign. Wow, maybe his lawyer though should be calling mine.
Hello, I'm Bob Ross, and I'd like to welcome you to Series 31 of The Joy of Painting.
He's so
If this
calm.
is your first time with us, allow me to extend a personal invitation for you to drag out your paints and your brushes and paint along with us each show. Tell you what, let's start right off today and have run all the colors across the screen that you need to
Titanium
paint along with us.
white.
While they're doing that, let me show you what I got done up here.
Phthalo blue.
Today I'm using an 18 by 24
Prussian
inch
blue.
canvas. It's pre-stretched and double primed. And then I've just covered the entire canvas with a very thin coat of liquid white.
Okay, so Bob's gonna be painting on a canvas. I'm gonna be painting on my forehead, an equally as large surface. A few months ago on my Instagram, I did an Aurora Borealis look where I basically painted like the entire Aurora Borealis and like a winter scene on my forehead, and then I did an eye look inspired by it, and I really love how it turned out. So I think for today's video, I wanna do the same thing, kind of keep the painting up here, and maybe even do an eye look using the palette. After the fact, just like a little bonus tutorial moment. I have my colors picked out right here. I'm gonna use Makeup Forever Flash palette and my canvas is already primed with foundation and lots of powder and concealer.
Tell you what, let's start off today with a little 2-inch brush.
Okay, he's saying I need a 2-inch brush. Should I be using like paint brushes for this? I didn't prepare.
There we are. We take a little touch of phthalo blue. Phthalo blue's a beautiful.
Phthalo blue?
All right, let's go right up in here. Now we'll start just making little X's.
Okay, so it looks like it's like a light blue. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna mix together some blues. I'm just gonna use my hand as a palette because I don't have a fancy Bob Ross actual palette. That's like a good phthalo blue right there.
Little crisscross strokes, that easy. That easy. And we'll work all the way across the canvas.
Crisscross?
We start at the top and work down. That way the paint is continually mixing with the liquid white that's already on the canvas. And automatically, your sky will get lighter and lighter as you work down toward the horizon. And in a landscape, that's exactly
are you kidding me?
For. There, let the canvas work for you. Allow the colors and the paint, everything to work together to make it easy.
Are you kidding? He just did an entire sky in literally 1 minute. Is this a prank? I'm using my crisscross techniques and really just crisscrossing it for a real one. I wish I had a 2-inch brush. I feel like that would really help me out here. Gonna really get this into the hairline because we gotta go all the way to the top of the canvas. He said as you go down, there'll be less and less product. But I don't, like, how do I just, hello? Crisscross, crisscross, crisscross. Well, that's a wintertime sky if I ever did see one myself. So we're just gonna move on to the next step.
I think today, let's have still water. So pull from the outside in, like so. That's all there is to it. We'll go to the other side, do the same identical thing. But I suggest you pull from the outside in. If everything works just right, it'll look like a sheen of lights just streaking right across your water. Sneaky, but it works great.
Sneaky, but it works great. Me in the beauty industry. I guess I'm gonna grab some more of my blue color and I'm gonna pull it in from the side. Like, he said to keep your brush straight, but I'm working on a not exactly flat canvas here, so this is a little, oops. I just did what he said not to do. Okay, I'm already not following the tutorial. I'll pull inwards. Sorry, Bob. Oops, there's my eyebrow. I think my water's up too high. We're gonna figure it out.
I wanna darken the corners on this, so I'm gonna take a little Prussian blue. Prussian blue is much, much stronger than phthalo blue.
Oh.
It's a beautiful blue though. And right up in the corners, I'm just gonna add a small amount of the Prussian blue.
Oh, I love, okay, great. We finally get to add some forehead contour. This I am definitely down for. I'm gonna grab a little bit of blue and maybe a little bit of black even too, to really deepen that up and make it look like my forehead isn't 800 miles long.
And when the painting is completely done, these dark corners will help lead the eye toward the center of the painting. And we'll put a little in the water too. We don't want it left out. Okay, we'll just blend that color till it's nice and smooth. And we're in business.
What? I don't understand how he's doing it so fast. Like he's done like 3 paint strokes and there's the entire ocean. Like what? Hello?
You realize that that's people following your tutorials.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it really?
People will be like, James, what the heck? You just did an entire snowflake in 1 second on your face.
This is true. I feel like if I had a canvas, like this wouldn't be as difficult though. I feel like I really set myself up for failure here doing this on my own forehead. Adding some dimension to the ocean, like Bobby said. Oh my God, my hair. Why did I let you guys talk me into this? Like, are you serious? Oh my God, I'm gonna rip all my hair out. This looks so bad. He has it literally, like I can see the sky and the ocean on his already. And mine, like, what is this? I feel like we should just keep going. Let's, you know, let me be positive. Everything always turns out good in the end, so.
This is where I really have a good time. It's cleaning this whole brush. Shake it off. And just beat the devil out of it. That really is the fun part of this whole technique.
I'm just gonna clean my brush using a makeup wipe, but I do love beating the devil out of certain things.
Today, we'll use a little bit of phthalo blue, some alizarin crimson, a little bit of black. I want to make a little mountain in here. I want to make a dark lavender looking color. And it's most important how you load the knife. Cut across the paint and get a little roll that lives right out on the edge of the knife. Okay, let's go up in here, right in here. Just decide where you think this little mountain lives in your world and drop it in. Painting is a very individual thing. We all see nature through different eyes, and that's the way you should paint it. All we're looking for is the nice top edge. We could care less what's happening down below. Our brush is good and dry. Because the liquid whites on the canvas, you can literally move color. If you were working on a dry canvas right now, You'd be in agony city.
That's a mountain. He just made a mountain in literally 30 seconds. I can't put like a knife on my face, so I guess I'm just gonna use like a flat square brush, which is like, I mean, sort of as close as I'm gonna get, right? Like, I don't know what else I would use. Well, now I feel like my ocean's too tall. I don't have room to put a mountain anywhere. Well, now I have a blue forehead, so what am I gonna do now? Okay, he literally just like took the brush and like what, how did he just like literally scraped it on there. Are you kidding me?
We'll go back to the solid dark color and come right up in here.
Oh no, hold on, sweetie. I'm gonna need you to pause. Oh my God, here we go, another mountain. Okay, so this one he said he wanted to be more crimson than blue. So I'm gonna take some red and mix it together here and make it really nice and dark. That's like a nice deep crimson color.
We're gonna put a few little highlights on it, but you decide where all the little protrusions on your mountain live, little bumps. And there is no right or wrong here. The only rule that we have here is that painting should make you happy. You should enjoy it.
That's literally a mountain. How does he do this? Are you kidding me? It's literally a mountain. Oh my God.
Some of them in their 90s, they tell me they never believed they could paint. And they've tried this and it's worked for them. You can do it.
I don't know about that, Bob.
One of the rules, if you're painting mountains, always remember, if you can see the entire mountain, it's always more distinct on the top than it is on the bottom.
Okay, good tip.
Mist, and now we have wonderful pollution that sort of lays around the bottom of the mountain.
Oh, Bob Ross getting political. Okay. So when it comes to like the bottom of these mountains, he literally just like literally blends it away. Okay, I need to pause. Okay, this is not good. Oh wow, I really was excited for this video, and now I'm really not. He takes a dry brush after that and just like goes in and just like blends it away. How? I don't really know. But clearly we need to figure it out. Yeah. Okay, this is not that bad. Like, it's no Bob Ross, that is for sure, but it's not bad.
It's fun to take and reflect a mountain right into the water.
Oh God.
Now we're just looking for a basic little reflection here. We're not too worried about it being exact. When you first start, it's easier to take the canvas off your easel and turn it upside down and just basically repaint the mountain, just like we did. I'm gonna pull that color.
Oh my God. How am I supposed to draw the same mountain again? Like, I don't even know what I did the first time. Are you kidding me? I'm so focused right now, it's not even funny. I wanna make this like actually good. Like, I can't flop. Okay, that's not that bad. Oh my God. Ah! You're kidding. Now I'm gonna blend it out, just like Bob said. Blend it upwards, so it's like a little reflection in the water. Who is that mountain I see staring straight back at me? When will its reflection show who it is inside? Oh my God, look, it's a reflecting mountain in the water!
Keep your canvas and your paint as thick and firm as possible.
Oh,
One of our golden rules.
we love thick and firm as possible.
I'm gonna take a little white, a little black.
A little white.
Make just a touch of gray.
What's he doing
A
now?
little roll of paint again. We'll always load the knife. That little roll of paint. I don't want very distinct things today. I just want the indication of little things happening. No pressure. Absolutely no pressure. Just let it.
Is that how people paint mountains? Oh my God! This is, no. It's,
Just a little. Sometimes we put a lot of indication, sometimes a few.
he literally just painted an entire, oh my God! This has got to be a joke.
No pressure on the knife. I know I say that over and over in the shows. But it's probably the single biggest
Oh my God,
when you first start is applying too much pressure on the knife.
Like, he literally just like ran the paintbrush over the area with a little bit of white, and there all of a sudden's a mountain range. I think this is so sick though, because you guys know that I always loved art, but what I was really, really good at was drawing portraits with like pencil and charcoal. I still liked painting, but I really wasn't that great at it. So like learning these techniques is insane, because I never in a million years would have tried this stuff, but it's like not as hard as I would have thought. Making some gray on the back of my hand. I don't really know how to do this exactly. I mean, not horrible, honestly. Could be a lot better, but like, could be a lot worse. Just gonna touch up some areas where I'm like having a little bit of trouble here. So when I did my Aurora Borealis look a few months ago, I actually did do winter mountains in the photo, and they were white as opposed to like a shadowed mountain like we're doing right now. If you zoom in on the photo, there's like a lot of dimension and detail in the mountains. And I will say, I'm pretty proud of how they ended up looking. I feel like it did look pretty real. That's because I spent literally an hour going in and drawing tiny little black lines and dots to symbolize like rocks and shadows in the mountains, when all I had to do was scrape it on there with a knife.
We'll just take that same mountain color, same old mountain color, it's sort of a lavender. We'll tap a little bit right into that 2-inch brush. Don't be afraid of this brush because it's large. It'll do wonderful things. Now then, let's decide.
Don't be afraid of this brush because it's large. It'll do wonderful things. That is my motto in life, just not for brushes.
Now then, let's have some fun. Some blue and some black and some crimson. I'll put some brown in it. And some sap green.
What?
Basically all your dark colors. There's one, number 6 fan brush.
Ew,
Take a little
fan
color.
brushes, are you kidding?
Just put a little bit of color right on the brush. That's all there is to it.
Gross, fan brushes literally do nothing. There's literally no point in fan brushes. They are the dumbest brush in literally all, like, of existence.
So we'll add a little white. And then I'm just going to take and grab that and lift upward. I want to look like little trees. A little closer to us, but living very far away.
Suddenly I need a fan brush. To make this little grass, he had like, oh god, let me pull this up. He had like a green and like some darkness. Okay, we're gonna put that like over here. I'm gonna use like a little liner brush, maybe just like add some more dimension.
We'll take the knife, a little bit of dark sienna and Van Dyke brown mixed it together.
Here we go
make a little
again.
white with it. Our little roll of paint, and let's go right up in here. And with that, we'll just put the indication, maybe like here, right there.
Oh my god, and that's literally a shoreline. This is crazy, like, oh my god, are you serious? So a little bit of white. And I noticed how when he was like playing around with the colors, he like kind of like let them be messy. So almost when he puts them on there, like it kept some of that dimension. Maybe that's the technique that I'm messing up a little bit, is that like I'm trying too hard to make it look perfect. That didn't exactly work. I think it's probably a lot more than just that technique that I'm messing up.
A little bit of liquid white, and we'll just cut in a little water line. If you put a little too much liquid white on there and you think it's a little too strong, just rub it. It will just be absorbed into the color. It'll go away.
He's such a good teacher. That's what I will say too, is like everything that he's doing, he makes it look so easy, but you actually get to watch him do the entire thing as opposed to him just like cutting to the finished product. Okay, so a little bit of white to sketch in a waterline. I mean, honestly, like not horrible. Like, not great, but still not horrible.
We need to figure out what we're going to put in here. So let's take some Prussian blue, sap green, crimson, brown. Here's an old 2-inch brush. We'll take him. Let's just block in some areas. We're going to have a big tree that lives right here. This is sort of your bravery test after you work so hard to put in all those gorgeous things. And then you come up here and some crazy fuzzy-haired guy says, put in a big tree right over the top of it. There.
And it already looks like a tree. Once again, he just painted an entire tree in 30 seconds. So I have my little 2-inch brush. I'm gonna put that over here because this is where the tree should go. Uh-oh. So now we've hit a wall because that's not a tree in any way, like not even close to, like everything else was like, okay, this is like bad. Like that's just a blob of paint. I don't know how he did that. I'm just gonna keep going.
When you paint, you begin to see things. Let them happen. Just let them happen. Let them happen. Don't worry about them. Learn to compose as you paint. Learn to take advantage of what happens. We call those happy accidents. And they can be your best friend.
Oh my literal God, he's...
Yeah, maybe it comes right on down. Right in there.
Those are trees. And those are trees in a reflection.
I don't know where it goes over there.
You're kidding. How? Oh my God. This is too challenging for me. I also set myself up for failure by doing this on my own face, but let's put some freaking trees in here. What the Are you kidding? How does he do that? I mean, it could be worse. Maybe if I use like a little bit like more of like a fluffy brush as opposed to like a pencil brush, like this will work because it'll like add that texture. No, that did not do anything. Maybe something like this. It's like literally like rough. That actually literally hurts. Yes, this is it.
Of course, right underneath that, we need a reflection.
Where's my brush?
We would need a reflection, so just pull it straight down. There.
Wait, what?
Give us a little instant reflection. Tell you what, maybe there's a tree that lives right here. We'll put some highlight on him so it'll show. This one lives a little closer to us, so we can make out a little more detail on him. There.
Oh my God, that's an entire pine tree. What the heck? Oh my God.
Touch of it.
No. Okay, so, oh. He put a tree like right here-ish. I'm just like stippling this on for a real one and hoping that it looks good. That looks so dumb. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? Now I'm annoyed because I actually wanted this to look good and it's not looking good or fresh. There's your freaking pine trees in the forefront, Bob. What the, oh. I don't understand how he does this so quickly.
We'll make a nice green color. Now then, we can come right along in here and place us a few little highlights on this tree. That'll snatch you right out in that background.
That'll snatch it right up. Are you kidding? Bob Ross, not a superstar beauty guru. Wow, Bob Ross is really coming for my brand today. Mixing together green and yellow on the back of the hand, the little palette here. This is too hard. Oh my God. I really thought I was gonna be okay at this. I am now realizing that these trees are forming a separate island to overlap the water. And I did not get that memo before. Oh no. Like Bob said, you know, we get to choose where we want to put our things in our world. So these trees are going in front. They're loving their grass area right here. Taking this into my own hands for a second, you know, we're just putting the grass right here. We're dragging that brush upwards to create the appearance of grass, just like Bob said. Bob, sweetie, I am so sorry.
There they go. We don't know where they go over here.
What? It just looks like he's like painting. Maybe Bob Ross is Mother Nature, conspiracy theory. He just paints it in there.
A little touch of the liquid white, just to give the indication of a water line right in here.
Well, now I feel stupid. I messed this whole thing up.
This big tree lives.
Okay, back to the big tree. Great.
Here he comes. He comes right on down.
Here it comes.
This is just dark color. Maybe he comes all the way down here. I don't know. That's the beauty of painting like this. You really don't have to know exactly where everything's at.
We don't.
It just works. A little paint thinner,
Trust me.
liner.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to this and I'm gonna hide away my mistakes by using lots of dark colors and making this tree a little bit more tree-like. So let's make this a tree. And it goes all the way down, just like Bob said. That is the worst tree of all time. Are you kidding me?
Let's use some of that yellow.
Oh, just the little tree trunk.
Mix them on the 2-inch brush though. Let's go right in here and let's just begin picking out some highlights. Just the corner of the brush. Now if you've got a very thick, dry paint up on the canvas, you can put this right on here.
Oh my God!
Now our yellows are made just a little bit thinner, so that...
Oh! What? Okay, so I think before we move on to the next step, I want to pause for a second and actually move away from the tutorial and fix a mistake that I made early on, which was putting the lighter mountain like on the edge as opposed to in the middle. So we have this like kind of entire area of my forehead completely blank. So I think I want to try to do another big tree over here since I butchered this one so badly, just to one, fix it a little bit and make it a more composed painting, but also two, to get a little bit more practice in. So if I put it like over here, just like sketching in those like little things with my number 2 brush. That looks literally already a million times better than the first one. Okay, love that. Love me making progress. Next we added a little bit of green landscape, so I'm gonna do that as well over here. Just sketching it in. Not really caring because it's our world and we get to place the greenery wherever we want it to be. So I'm just gonna put it right here, kind of right underneath my eyebrow. So next we're gonna take a little bit of that landscape and we're just gonna blend it downwards. Should probably put some on this side too. So taking some more yellow and green for some dimension, gonna stipple it right on here. Ah, slightly too yellow. No worries though. We're just gonna take our 2-inch brush and just dab right over top of it. Just blend it away. We have the liquid white underneath, so no worries. I forgot to add in my tree trunk with a little bit of brown and a little bit of titanium white before adding in the details. Let's do that now. Can't believe it slipped my mind.
Is that your powerhouse?
I don't know. Maybe a little bit of white. Perhaps it's a birch tree. We get to choose. It's our world. Now we're gonna go back in and add some more dimension. Just grabbing our little bit of green and a little bit of yellow, mixing it together on the palette. Just stippling it right on there. Oh my God, that's a tree! I feel like I need to add some more like dimension into my grass. I feel like my grass is looking slightly flat. So I'm gonna grab some yellow and some green, just like the trees, and just go in and just like slightly stipple, just like he said, and then lift it right upwards, just right up. That creates the illusion of grass in the foreground of the painting. I'm acting like I know exactly what I'm talking about, but in reality I have no idea. Great, back to the tutorial.
I want to show you an easy way of making a fantastic effect. One side only, I will put in the light color. So you got dark and light. Now watch it, watch it. Little stone lids right there. And wherever you want them.
These, oh.
You just drop them in. Several little stones. Put some little grassy things right around here. Look at there. See, it brings it all together. A little yellow occur in there too.
He makes it look so easy. Oh my gosh.
And we'll put just the indication of a little water line here and there. Sort of bring it all together. Just to bring it together. Shoot, I think we got a finished painting here. I really hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you'll join us for this television series. And from all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting and God bless my friend.
Oh, wow. I guess we're done. It was literally almost as if he was like throwing the paint on the canvas and it was just like working, which is something that I've talked about in my videos a lot of times, that like you shouldn't do as an artist because it doesn't work that way. But like Bob Ross like is magical and it is working. Clearly for me, it isn't. So much just happened. I mean, we literally painted an entire mountain and like forest landscape on my freaking forehead. My hand palette, as you can tell, is covered with every color you can possibly imagine, and I'm really happy with how this look turned out. Just for fun, I thought I'd clean up this palette super quickly and take out my palette and do a super quick and easy Bob Ross inspired eye look, just to kind of pull the whole face together. Let's get started again. I'm gonna prime my eyelids as always using my Morphe M173 brush and my MAC Painterly paint pot. Grabbing an M456, I'm gonna dip into the shade Daddy, the dark matte green, and pack this in an outer V shape. And then with any excess, I'm just bringing that shade right into the crease. And then grabbing an M433, I'm gonna dip into Social Blade in the bottom left-hand corner and use that to buff out the edges. First packing that color on there and then just using light circular motions to diffuse out that edge. Gonna pack a little bit of Daddy into that outer corner. Mixing together a tiny little bit of Daddy and a little bit of T on an M506 as well. I'm just gonna use this to deepen up the outer V. Grabbing a little bit of concealer and an M124 brush, I'm going to quickly cut the crease. Now on another M124 brush, I'm gonna dip into the shade Guac. And I'm gonna give it a quick spritz of some setting spray. And I'm gonna pop this shade right in the middle of the crease. And then just like always with any of that excess shadow that's left on the brush, I'm just going to blend in that edge so there's no harsh line on that cut crease. With that same brush, I'm gonna grab a little bit of ring light and give that a spritz of some setting spray as well. And I'm gonna pop that in the inner corner and overlap it right over top of that guac to make kind of like an ombre metallic shade. Dipping into a tiny bit of B, and I'm gonna pop that in the inner corner. Gonna highlight my inner corners with some yellow, just like Bob Ross did with his trees. For the lower lash line, I'm gonna grab a little bit of cola and pack this right up against the lash line. I'm gonna tap into both Playground and a little bit of Brother to kind of make a more phthalo blue type of mixture, if you will, and use that to buff out a little bit of cola. And finally, to finish off this eye look, I'm just gonna grab the NYX Vivid Brights light yellow liner and use this to cut the crease. Gonna quickly curl my lashes and pop on a little bit of MAC Extended Play mascara. And then finally popping on a Lily Lash in the style So Extra Miami. I almost forgot, last but finally not least, gonna grab an M431 and dip into Face, the highlighter shade in the palette, and use this to highlight the brow bone. All right, sisters, and that is how you guys can create this super simple Bob Ross inspired eye makeup look. I wonder if you guys at home watching that were like, oh my God, how did he even do that? Just like I was watching Bob's tutorial earlier on. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the other eye off camera quickly, and I'll be right back with the final look and my thoughts. Alright sisters, I am back. I threw on the other eye off camera quickly, some highlighter using the shade Face from my palette, of course, and a brown tone liquid lipstick just to match with like the whole tree vibe. And you guys, I think that is this Bob Ross makeup tutorial all complete. You guys, I had so much fun filming this video today. Oh my God. I'm almost mad at myself that I waited this long to do it, but like I said in the beginning of this video, I've always loved art and had such a passion for it, but painting was never something that I was really that great at. And for my videos, I am definitely a perfectionist, so I was super nervous going into this today, but following the Bob Ross tutorial made it so much easier than I would have expected. He was so calm and so sweet and slow, which is really great for beginners like me. And also I was really shook at first because he was doing so many different little tips and techniques that made the painting come together so fast. I was like literally watching magic in front of your very eyes, but actually watching him doing it and explain how the different techniques work made it easy for me to try to recreate as well. It is very obvious to me why so many people loved and watched Bob Ross. Not only were his paintings literally iconic, he is so incredibly talented, but also as well, he is generally just such a great teacher. He explained everything so well, and you can just tell he has a true love for what he does, and his impact on the art world of bringing painting and all of its techniques to the everyday consumer will never be forgotten. I think that is all I have for today's video. If you guys did enjoy this as much as I did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up down below and come show your sister support and love. It means so much to me. And also leave me a comment, let me know how you think I did on my Bob Ross painting. I definitely think if this were on a canvas, it'd probably be really good and fresh. I'm definitely dying to test out more painting techniques very soon, but I want to know what you guys think. If you have not already, don't forget to click that big red subscribe button down below as well and come join the sisterhood. We are over 11 million sisters strong, and I'd love to have you join the family. And also click that bell icon so you can get a notification every time I upload a brand new video. If you'd like to follow me on my makeup and maybe painting journey, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. They're both just James Charles, and my Snapchat for more behind the scenes stuff is James Charles with an extra S after Charles. This video's sister shout out goes to sister Lana. Thank you so much, love, for always following and supporting. You know I love you literally so much. And if you would like to be the next video's sister shout out, don't forget to always retweet my video links when they go live on Twitter. Really hope you enjoy this and hope you join us for the rest of this YouTube series. And from all of us here, happy painting and God bless my friends.